Guys, we hit a huge milestone last night. At least it's a big one for me. It's one that I've been working on forever. It's the culmination of a ton of hard work. I know someone left a comment and said, I love trains, but man, that looks like a lot of work. And it is. This game is a lot of work. It'll work you like a dog, but I enjoy it. Anyway, we're unveiling our first big mainline steam engine. We traded in the number 4 Mogul and we got the big Mikado. We got the Mikado, the logging Mikado. It's not the best, right? But it's the best for what we could buy at the time. So it's definitely better than the Mogul. I feel like we can definitely move some tonnage over the road with this thing. I'm hoping at least 1,000+ tons that we can get over the road. We'll have to test it out and see. But this is the first. This is the 800 class, the first of the 800 class, the big Mikado. So I am absolutely looking forward to this. Looks beautiful, right? Sounds good too. Got a nice whistle there on it that I added to it. So, yeah, I'm stoked. Look at this thing. It is BA, right? I got it and I brought it up here to Dillsboro. Topped it off with some coal and water. Yeah, 7 tons of coal, 5,500 gallons of water. Why does it have to be 55? Why can't they just make it an even 6? Like, Spur likes even numbers. It should totally be an even 6. Wow, we literally spotted this coal hopper yesterday, and it is already half empty or half full, however you want to look at it. But either way, man, we literally just spotted that thing up. So we bought the Mikado. It didn't break the bank. We actually have $5,800. I advanced to the next day, and we got a good chunk of change from our sawmill logs, which we need to do another run of those. And yeah, so we're doing all right. We got a little money left over that we can add to the loan. The loan is what I'm trying to think of. We got to pay on the loan, right? Like, we got a $15,000 loan. We got $540 due in 2 days and 17 hours. So we're going to try to pay this thing down at least $1,000. Yeah, $1,000. Try to get it down a little bit. I just hate having that hanging over me. Like, it really bugs me. So the day's cut. The day's cut is not that huge today. Not like it was the other day. Not like the 38 cars we had. But we've got some Whittier cars. We've got, this is going to be, what is that place called? I can't even think of it now off the top of my head. What is that place? Wilmot. It's a Wilmot car. And then we've got a few Brysons as well, too. So the Wilmot car is going to go up to Whittier. You know, I kind of talked about that the other day. We ran Wilmot, the local out of Dillsboro up to Wilmot. That was just way too far. That's like 3 sidings away almost. So I said, you know what? We're going to run that local out of Whittier. We'll do a north-south local out of Whittier and take care of it that way. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with this, guys. Let's take the 800 on her inaugural run. What do you call? There's a term for the first of a class of locomotives on a railroad. What is it called? There's some kind of term for that when it's like the first one of a class, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's driving me crazy. Select, okay, yeah, select that guy. We already got it. It's going forward. Crack the throttle. Hit our switch. Our switch is lined. That switch is lined too. Nice, I love it. Oh, I've been working so hard on this thing. You know what? Actually, just stop. Let's stop this thing. The first run can't be backwards, right? Like, that's just kind of dumb. You know what? Let's turn her. Let's turn her on a turntable. I know we started taking her out. I was like, you know what? I don't want to take this thing on the very first run backwards. How anticlimactic would that be? To take your brand new steam engine backwards, right? You know, we may turn this thing in Bryson too. I don't know. The only thing about steam engines that are such a pain, right, is like you got to turn them. We could do 2 of them, right? Butt to butt, tender to tender, and then wouldn't ever have to worry about it at that point. All right, let's get this bad boy up here, spotted up on a turntable. I wonder if any of these engines won't fit on a turntable. I don't think so. I don't think that's a problem. I think even the biggest, I think the big Emma would fit on here too. You know, I'm kind of wondering how close could we get to having a big Emma with the Mikado if we traded this thing in. Let's think about our next trade in already. 12,000. Man, you take something new off the lot and it depreciates like no damn tomorrow as soon as it leaves off the lot. Is that not true to life or what? This thing, we got it for $16,000 sticker price. We got it for what? 14 something, 14 and change, I think. Let's see, what did we get this thing for? We got it for 14.4. And it's already depreciated from 16 to 12,000 right off the bat. Man, that just can't win for losing, right? But we could trade it in for 12K. We could get a few miles on this thing, and then we could get the big Emma. Where's the big Emma at? The big B65 Berkshire for 34,000. We could get it for 30K. They'll let us have it for a cool price of $30,600. So if we've got 5, we got almost 6, and 12 is 18. Yeah, we're nowhere near close to that thing, but that is like the true end game for me is the big Emma. I really want the big Emma. Okay, let's see. How can we turn this thing around? We need to turn it around. All right, let's see what we can do here. Have we ever even done a turntable on stream? I don't know if I have, guys. I don't know if I have, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little feature to have. Let's see if we can see a little better here. There we go. The big Emma. Or, yeah, the big Emma. We got the big Mikado now. It didn't index, really. There you go. Sweet. All right. So now what we need to do is back this thing off. Can we go through the door? Nope, we cannot. I don't even know why that door is there if we can't use it. We can't use the door. I don't know why it's there if you can't go in through it. All right, let's try. Man, these things are kind of a pain to get it on and off a turntable. I was going to try to do it from the cab, but you know what? Forget it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. All right. What's your, guys, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite whistle is. Like, what is your go-to whistle on your power? I don't even know what this one is. I just went through the list kind of picking and choosing and came up with this, so. Now, I'm hoping with 7 tons, the trade-off is it is going to be pulling more tonnage, right? It's going to be pulling heavier trains, but I'm hoping with 7 tons of coal and 5,500 gallons of water that we could get this thing from end to end. Bryson to Silva on the 510 and the 511 with no water and coal stops. We're just going to have to kind of keep an eye on it and see what happens, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go down, but we'll see. Yeah, there we go. That'll do right there. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the Railroader content. We'll probably try some other things next week. I'm kind of looking at some more DCS. Someone suggested going up in the Viper. Take the Viper up, the F-16 for some seed work. That is a good suggestion. Man, that is like the most enjoyable thing you can do in the F-16 in DCS. Honestly, to me, is like the seed roll. It's just such a blast in that airplane. In the Hornet, it's okay. It's not quite as intuitive in the Hornet, right? But in the Viper, man, it's a blast. I think the next plane that's the most fun as far as doing seed is honestly the Su-25. It's a lot of fun too, for just being a little like Flaming Cliffs airplane. So we'll probably do some next week might be a flight simming week, honestly, because there was a new sound set released for the CRJ. I'll have to pull it up here in a second. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name is, but it's the Boris. I think it's the Boris, right? I'll look in a second. We'll look in a second. But man, that thing, it takes the plane to a whole new level. I know a lot of people like to throw off on the Aerosoft CRJ. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's a good airplane. I mean, it does everything that I need it to do. Is it perfect? No, but it gets me from point A to point B. And I enjoy it. I think people are just spoiled with having like all the bells and whistles of the big airliners, you know. And the CRJ doesn't have auto throttle. It doesn't have LNAV or any of that, or VNAV. It does have LNAV. It doesn't have VNAV. But either way, I think they're kind of spoiled, right? And so I don't know. I enjoy the CRJ. I've never really had a problem with it. I almost flew it the other week on some videos, and something happened and I got sidetracked. I think that's about when the fires happened, right? I think that's about when the fires happened, and so I didn't get around to it. Let's see. Whoa! Stop! Right here. All right, here we go. Let's back it on up. Back her on up and couple up. All right, just a few more cars. As far as how she rolls along, it's like I can't really tell the difference between this and the Mogul, to be honest. Man, it's a lot bigger than the Mogul, though, right? Number 4. I know some of you guys been bragging on the number 4. Number 4 put in some hard work. She deserves good retirement. Maybe she can go to a scenic railroad or something somewhere. But it's like I said in a reply to the comment. I said number 4 been rode hard and put up wet. Like number 4 has put in a lot of work. A ton of work. How do we do the headlights on this thing? I can't remember. I can't remember. Let's look at preferences real quick. Input. Bindings. What is the headlight? Lantern. Camera UI, equipment, whistle, bell, headlight next, headlight previous. So Shift J, is that going to do it for us? There we go. Okay, that one's off finally. What about the front zone? Okay, now we're good. All right, good. I don't think we really, if I remember correctly, back in the Steam days, headlights weren't a thing like during the day. You didn't have to have them during the day. I want to say that was the thing. Also, I looked up my question. I was asking about the FRA the other day. When did the FRA come about? Came about in 1966. Believe it or not, I was kind of surprised. I thought they'd been around longer than that, but the FRA came about in 1966. You know what? Let's hop up on this thing and run it. It's our brand new engine. I want to get up here and run this thing. See what she looks like. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. She's not all shiny, and that's the only thing. I wish which this doesn't. It doesn't look as shiny and new, right? Like it looks like it has some imperfections in the paint. Like it's not just like a perfect clear coat on a steam engine. I like my steam engines to look a little ragged. I could tell you guys now. Everyone talks about the big boy, right? Like that's the one that everyone brags on is like the king of steam engines. I would love to see a Y class in game from the Norfolk and Western, the Y class. Man, those things were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. All right, let's go. Let's take her to Whittier. Oh, this is pretty sweet, right? This is pretty sweet. We'll open up the reverser a little bit more once we get out here. We don't have a whole lot. We got 13 cars, 555 tons. Of course, when we finally get the Mikado, we don't have a lot of tonnage to move, so that totally figures, right? Totally figures. All right, we should be close to clearing up. I think good enough, right? Good enough. Let's open this bad boy up and see what she can do. I don't know what the speed limit is here. What is this? Does it tell you on that? I thought somewhere on one of the little displays it told you what the speed limit was. I have no clue. I I have zero clue. Zero clue what the speed limit is. We're just gonna go for it. I have a map somewhere, but I haven't dug it out. We're gonna freestyle it today, guys. We're gonna railroad by the seat of our pants. That's pretty much every day. Old Spurs railroads by the seat of your pants. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I have to admit. Got the canvas sunshades there. Got our lights in here. Got some lamps. Nice. Look at that. That is sweet. Oh man, yeah, this is pretty sweet. The only other gripe I have about steam engines on here, I wish like the finish of the paint wasn't tied directly to damage, right? It should just be dirt. Like, you could have dirty engines and they run good, you know. They don't have to be like damaged or anything like that. Also, get rid of the red. Have the option to get rid of the red. I'd like solid black, just a black steam engine, like black and graphite. I think would be really cool. I have a feeling like we're speeding. Maybe, I don't know. 35 should be okay. 35 would be all right here. Man, that is really close. Have we ever even gone through the tunnel before? I can't remember, guys. But I want to say this is like a 1% grade on this side, and we're just like literally walking up this thing like no tomorrow. Right, can we do the shift 1% down on this side, so of course it's not a problem over there. Let's see, what can we do brake wise? Can we just give a couple pounds here, kind of hold her back a little bit? Because she's wanting to go. She's wanting to go, guys. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. This reminds me a lot of the railroad I worked. Is exactly like this, following along the Talladega Creek. Exactly like it. It wasn't quite as wide as that. That's more like a river, but it was a creek. It was a creek big enough for people to kayak in and raft in and stuff like that. It had rapids in it and that sort of thing. Had some pretty good spots of rapids. You see people in it all the time, and you see people panning for gold too. That was another thing you used to see in it. So that was pretty cool. But nice area, beautiful area through the Talladega National Forest. This is one of my favorite things from my railroading past. I won't say career because I only did it a few years, but my railroading past, that was one of the favorite things. I always loved going through the National Forest. Just something about it. Rolling along on a heavy freight train, diesels just humming along, and seeing the countryside. Used to see a ton of bald eagles. Bobcats. A few guys said that there's mountain lions up there. I never saw a mountain lion, but there were several that said that they'd seen mountain lions up there. Actually, I've seen more mountain lions since I've been like around Texas than anywhere else, but Texas and Oklahoma. But yeah, it used to be of course, tons and tons of deer and just all kinds of wildlife. It was beautiful through there. It really just was. Very, very remote. Literally out in the middle of nowhere. But very cool. Very cool. We had a lot of bridges. We had a lot of bridges through National Forest. And the thing that sucked about that is none of the bridges had walkways. At least when I hired out, none of them had walkways. So if you went into emergency and you were stretched across one of those bridges, you're in trouble. Nice. Nice, I love it. Man, 40, she's humming along, right? I hope that's okay right here. I wish there was somewhere that would tell you. Like I said, we could dig the map out, but I won't bother with that. All right, let's roll along. I'm going to see, what was that sound pack for the CRJ? My friend Stalker sent it to me last night. Said, you gotta check this out, bro. And I was like, man, that's pretty sweet. Takes it to a whole new level. All right, let's see, where is it at? Where is that? Yes, the Boris Audio Works Aerosoft CRJ sound set. If you guys are into flight simming and you haven't, open that window up there. We don't need that window closed. Yeah, railroad with the windows closed. But if you haven't checked it out, check out the Boris CRJ sound pack. It's like $10 too, man. You can't beat that. It is absolutely 1000% worth $10. I was blown away at how good it sounded. Like I said, some of you may be. I know some of you are into flight simming and that sort of thing. So if you heard of it, if you checked it out, leave a comment below. But it's really cool, really cool. All right, let's carry on here. I don't think we have any huge speed restrictions down here. I want to say it's 35 or 40, so I think that's what we're going to go with. So yeah, we're on the 510. This is a 510 train. We're going to make her set out at Whittier, and then we'll make a set out at Bryson. So it's kind of easy train today. This should be a nice little run. Dillsboro to Bryson. Early morning start, 6:55 in the a.m. Yeah, she's running now. She's rolling now. So far, I can't even tell we got anything behind us. Like, seriously, this thing just, it goes, right? It just absolutely, it goes. Yeah, she does. Like, she hasn't bogged down or done anything. Even when we went up on the other side of the mountain back there, it wasn't a problem. Like, granted, we only got 500 tons, but I'd be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet this thing could do 1,000 tons easy. 1,000 tons. It's more than double the tractive effort of our mogul, and our mogul we could do 750. So I'm hoping we could do 1,500 tons in this thing. You know, 1,500 tons may be a struggle, but I think 1,500 tons would be really nice. If we could move 1,500 tons over the railroad with this engine, we'd be set. Like, it wouldn't be a problem. It'd be a non-issue, right? Like, we could move freight no problem whatsoever. Last few trains that I've taken, especially the 511 south, we've had to double the hill down at the tunnel. I doubled it the other day, and yeah, that was kind of a pain. We had like 1,100 tons, I think. This thing shouldn't be a problem with that. I wouldn't think it'd be a problem. Definitely a good looking steam engine. You like big power, right? All right, where are we at? Coming up to Wilmot. Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We'll drop the Wilmot car off up in Whittier, and then the Whittier local can take care of it. Like, we're gonna need more power in Whittier. Really, like, if we're running a north-south local, we may, I don't know, we might could do it with one. We really need an 060 up there. I think that'd be a good place for it. Excuse me, burping. That'd be a good place for an 060. Oh, it sounds so good. Kind of reminds me of the Y-Class engine, or the steam whistles, the whistles on. Nice. Nice, I love it. Alright, let's open her back up a little bit. She's starting to slow down on us there. We're just guessing the speed limit. We're going with what feels good. This feels pretty good to me. I think we can get 40 through here. I think we could get 40. It's unfortunate we don't have much of a train though, right? We really don't. That's a cool view though. I love that, man. With the flat cars so you can kind of see a little bit. What we got here? Oh yeah, she's going. Let's rein her back in a little bit there. That's a bit much. She wants to go, guys. Like, she wants to run. She's got those little drivers on her too. Like, technically she shouldn't be that fast. She's got those little teeny tiny small diameter drivers on her. I wouldn't think she'd get very fast, but she can definitely, she's got 40 in her, that's for sure. Oh, that is so cool. That is a cool view. That I almost kind of want that to be our thumbnail. Honestly, if we could get it going through a nice curve up here. Let's see what she looks like. And she is rolling, right? Look at that. She's bouncing along all over the place. I think some of these stretches through here are 45. Yeah, I don't know. She feels a little fast through here. Let's rein her back in a little bit. I really don't want to derail my brand new engine. I'm going to be very upset if we do that. All right, now we can open her up. I think we're good right here. Seems like everyone's going for the big consolidations for mainline power, right? Like, we looked at the big Emma, trading this thing for a big Emma, right? But maybe the next step is a consolidation. 29,000, it's really not that. Yeah, it's pretty dang close to the C55. The C46 is 23. That's definitely doable. 20,000. We've almost got the money to get that, honestly. Like, I hate to trade though. Like, we really need the Mikado. We could use the Mikado on the logging branches, you know, definitely down outside of Whittier. We could use it down there. I think that would be a really good place for it. Really good home. And we're not really doing ourselves many favors by, like, oh, we're coming into Whittier. See the code lines coming up there. We're not doing ourselves a lot of favor by, like, just trading them in. You know, we need to grow our roster a little bit. So as long as this thing is working and doing its job, what we need it to do, and it's getting the freight over the road, what we may do is just focus on more better switchers. Get some 060s. What else we got here? We could do the S51 to 080. That would be really nice. That thing's kind of pricey though. $25,000. The 060 is a 9,000. Say we're close to being able to just buy one of those out and out. Like, we're really close to that. Nice, she's right. Should be coming up to Whittier. Yeah, we are. We're coming up to Whittier right here. Let's go ahead and add a little breakage here. Slow her down for the switch. Come on. Slow her down. Oh, we got to get the switch. Never mind. Got to get our switch. Sweet. All right, let's hop off. We'll grab our switch. The engineer got to do everything today. Our conductor's asleep. Get her switch. Yeah, we got to get the other one too, man. Get that one, get this one. We'll make our set out up here. There we go. Yeah, does that not look good? Wow, that looks so good, guys. The lighting and everything, look at that. That's a good looking classic steam train, right? It really just is. Man, that looks good. I just want to, like, stand here and bask in its glory. It looks so sweet. All right, let's get on the other side. Let's get on the other side and get out of here. All right, let's go. From throttle, pull forward. Let's get the brakes knocked off. There we go. Brakes coming off. Pretty sweet. I love it. We need to see about power for our steam engine too. I was thinking of either an Atlantic or a Pacific. Atlantic's 11.5. Okay, yeah, that's doable. Pacific's 20. Yeah, it's a little bit out of our price range there. That is a bit out of our price range, but you know what? We'll see. I think we need the switchers right now. We need the switchers. We need to get a Whittier switcher, and we can take the power that's at Whittier. We can use it on the logging branch. Who is that? Someone is up here fouling the track. Oh, that's the local from the other day. I didn't move him. We need to move that guy. He's got a southbound. That's a southbound car. It's a Silva that we got in Whittier proper the other day. All right, let's just stop this bad boy right here. Let's hop I know. We gotta do the exterior mode here for a second. Oops, it didn't. You know what? We'll go to roster. Do the 800. There we go. All right, now let's go up here. Grab this guy. We'll move him out of the way. Select you. Once you run that Mikado, the little mogul seems so dinky, right? They're so dinky. Let's move him down here. I couldn't even imagine some of the really big power, right? Do you guys, when you expand your railroad further north, do y'all have like unit coal trains? Do y'all ever do like unit coal moves? Is that a thing, or is it just done in blocks? Probably just done in blocks, maybe. Like unit coal trains, at least from the stuff that I know about, like at least on the seaboard coastline, those didn't really start coming along until like the early 70s. I think is some of the first unit coal train that they ever ran on the coastline was to Tampa, to the Tico power plant. That was the first. And then it kind of grew from there. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? All right, so we need to pull ahead a little bit. Cut these Whittiers off and shove them in the track. Okay. All right, we can do that. We can do that for sure. All right. Then forward, we better... Yeah, we got to select the right one, though. That's kind of important. Take the 800. Glad I'm getting out of the single-digit trains. I like the triple and quadruple digit. All right, knock you off. Let's go. Oh, we got to get down here to make our cut. Actually, we're going to kind of work it from the ground today. I want to admire the locomotive, right? I want to I want to see it do its thing. So we're going to do that from the ground. Yeah, we'll cut those Brysons off about right here. Alright, just a few more cars. What about three or four more? Baltimore and Ohio, Chesapeake and Ohio, Atlanta and West Point. Nice. So I'm very fond of the A&WP. I have a lot of memories from the A&WP. Dad and I used to every once in a while go rail fan to A&WP when I was a kid. Those were the good old days. Absolutely the good old days. I have zero desire to rail fan now. Like it doesn't even appeal to me in the least little bit. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, how can you say that? It just doesn't. It's not what I know. It's not what I grew up with. It was so much better back in the day than what it is now. Just seeing the same thing over and over and over again. All right, let's stop this guy here. Get this switch, and I think we need to get this one too. Yep. We'll get this guy. There we go. All right, let's make a reverse move. Pick those down since we don't need to see anymore. Use them by so I can catch up. All right, let's shove them on in there. Right here would be good. Shove these in the clear, we'll be good to go. Be time to head to Bryson. Litchfield. I don't know what this one is. What's that car? Boston and Maine. Okay, it doesn't have any reporting marks on it. That's interesting. Alright, that'll do right here. 800. Open you up. Let's get a handbrake on it. And let's take them ahead just a little bit. Sweet. Alright, take them to the switch, 800. Yeah, should be good right here. 800. No, next switch. Never mind 800. Take him home. Do the next switch. Spur obviously doesn't know what he's doing this morning. We'll take him on to the next one, please. And we're setting the braking set, opening the throttle. I told you. I don't have a clue. Early in the morning. It's 7 in the morning on the railroad. It's too early, right? There we go. That's good. Alright, let's take him back to a coupling there. Back that open. Take you down. Yeah, everything else is just Bryson's, right? Yeah, Bryson's, Appalachian hardwoods. Now that we got this engine, we may bump those up, Bryson to tier 3. That may be a good time to make that tier 3. That way we can, we're able to move the tonnage over the railroad. All right, let's hop in. You know what? Before we do that, let's check. Let's see our coal and water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we'll end to end, no problem. End to end, no problem on this train. Maybe if we had some more tonnage on it, it may be a little more iffy, but yeah, we've barely used anything. Yeah, I can't even believe I was sweating that. Like, that's such a non-issue. That's nothing. Let's go. Let's blast off out of here. Take our big Mikado north. Yeah, I went with the 800 class. This is what the Atlantic Coastline had. Their Mikados were in the 800s. I debated. I was going to do 800s or 700s because, or 7200s. Because the pure Atlantic Coastline Mikados were 800s, and they acquired the Atlanta, Birmingham, and Coast Mikados, and those were 7200s. So both of those are near and dear to me, because I am a former AB&C guy. So I almost went with the 7200. So I was like, yeah, I like the 800. Sounds really nice to me. The 800 sounds pretty good. Let's crack that open just a little bit there. There, just coast along a little bit. Yeah, we'll get this guy to Bryson. We're not really doing much of anything else. We got to run the passenger train. We're not going to do that on today's video, though. But we still got a lot more work to do on the railroad. We really just do. We need to start expanding. We need more power. I would like to look into signals as far as the mile. Let's look at our milestones real quick. What could we do? Bryson Bridge to Fontana. Oh, we're going to run through that switch. It'll be all right. $2 grand, $1,500, 25% off. Diesel fuel. Yeah, we're not doing diesel. We could do signals. Whittier to Bryson would be really nice. 10 grand, 7,500. Yeah, first phase is $7,500. Not a lot. All right, let's go. Let's open her up. We should be in the clear. All right, so I'm assuming it's 35, and we got the 35 or 40, and then we got the 30 up here. It's at the bridge, right? I think so. Just kind of go with it here. Oh, I love that whistle. Man, that sounds good. Nice. By the depot. Be nice to have some people in the world, right? Ooh, she's getting a little bit fast. Let's slow her up a little bit here. All right, I was trying to think when the bridge is coming up. Well, we got to go to Ayla. Like, it's on the other side of Ayla. Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, I know there's a 30 coming up somewhere, but that's way on the other side of Ayla. No, there's a 30 here too. Okay, there is a 30 on that curve right there. All right, so never mind. 25 at Whittier. I think that 25 was on the Y though. I don't think that was on the main. So it's telling you the speed restrictions. I just don't know what line speed is. We'll say 40. We'll go with 40. Nice. Now we only got 332 tons. This thing has zero problems. Zero problems. Even with 500 tons, the mogul would probably, like, it wouldn't struggle, but you would know you got a little weight on it. This thing, I've yet to be able to tell that we're even pulling anything, honestly. Like, it's just going. Nice. You hear that squilling through the curve. That's new, right? I don't think I've ever heard that before. I don't think I have. All right, so we got a curve back to the right and then start one to the left, and then that's going to be our 30. Yeah, that'll be our 30. All right, back to the left. Start slowing her up a little bit here. Don't want to derail this thing. I've done it before, just running down the road. Wide open, hauling booty. Derailed it like no tomorrow. All right, here we go. I think this is good enough right here. Yeah, there's our 30. Nice. All right, yeah, we'll fudge a little bit through here. A couple mile an hour to go make a difference, but be cool if this game used track IR too. Alright, this should be leaving our 30 right here. Alright, warp speed, Mr. Sulu. There we go. Now we're definitely out of it. Alright, now we'll open it up. Got some whistle coming up. No, we don't. Never mind. What does S mean? I have no clue. What does S mean? What is an S sign? I'm drawing like a complete total blank what it could be. Up station sign. How about Ayla? Ayla's coming up. Yeah, she's squealing through the curves. That's cool. We got anything up here to pick up? Let's see. What does it look like? I can't tell. Few, yeah. We got something to pick up. Yeah, we do. That's all right. We may get that on the 511. That'd be good. We got some cars up here for the 511 to take south. So yeah, we got to work that anyway. We'll work it with the 511. Alright, we got that 30 up here. We need to slow her up. Slow her up, Spur. Slow her up. There we go. 33 is alright. 32, 33 would be okay. There we go. There's a 30 and there's the bridge. Nice. Pretty slick little railroad, right? I love it. I really do. We got so much more to expand too. Like the guys that aren't really familiar with this game, that are watching the videos and stuff, there's so much more to this. Like our railroad is tiny compared to what it could potentially be, right? Like, all right, we should be out of that speed restriction. Let's go with it. It's tiny. Like we could go all the way over here. Like it's more than double the length of it, probably. Or close to doubling it. I would say more than doubling it. Just on the main line run to Andrews, like seriously, that's a ton. That is so far. Right over here is where I derailed at that time. It wasn't on video. I was just running along, just playing on my own one day and or one night, and derailed it like 50 or 60 mile an hour. Like I had it wide open. She was going. All right, I want to say this is a pretty good grade through here up to Governor's Island, 0.4. That's pretty cool. Even a 0.5% grade, we're still. She's making line speed and then some, no problem. There she is. All right, Governor's Island. Hello, Governor. There you go. Governor's Island right there. Just a siding in the middle of nowhere. I like Governor's Island though. It's a cool area. Cool area. We had some sidings like that just out in the middle of nowhere. Just a siding, right? We had one called Blake. Blake, you needed a 3-day pass to get to that place. Like by car. It wasn't easy to get to Blake. What else did we have? Blake didn't even have a road crossing. Like it was literally just out in the middle of nowhere. I think it had a private crossing. It had like a farm crossing. That's how we used to get to it. But and then we had another siding called Watkins that was out in the middle of nowhere too. Man, lots of crossings. Trying to think, what did we have any other remote sidings like that back in the day? I can't think of any. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button. All right, nice. We're coming up on Bryson. That wasn't a bad trip in this thing, honestly. I wish I could have taken those 30 plus cars with this thing. It figures when you need it the most, you don't need it, like, you know, or when you need it the most, you don't have it. And then of course, when you have it, you don't need it, right? That figures. We need some coal. If we had some coal movements going south, that would seriously fill the tonnage out big time. I don't think I'm gonna make all the industries higher tier. I'm only gonna do a few of them. Try to dip my toes in the water per se. I know Kerbo was leaving a comment and said you could scale things back if you wanted to. So that's good. If it gets out of hand, right, you can scale it back. Because I still want to be able to play this game solo. Like, I don't want it to be only a multiplayer game. I want to be able to enjoy it solo too. Alright, that should be the last crossing right here. Coming into Bryson. Yeah, there's the other line. Alright, let's slow her up a little bit for a switch. We're lined in nice. Yeah, we're going to have to get us a switch to yard this thing. Sweet. Looking good. Alright. Our day is almost done, guys. I don't even think we're going to need to fill this thing up here. Like, seriously. We may be able to run it end to end, like all the way to the end and then all the way back and then need to fill it, but... Alright, this isn't... Yeah, we need to stop right here. Let's stop right here for a second. Let's hang out and let's figure out where are we. I didn't want to do that. Back to that. There we go. Where are we going to yard this thing? Is that my bell? No, it's not. Ugh, it's this dude up here. Why do they keep doing that? Like, why? Why? Manual. Are you out of fuel now? No. There we go. I put the fuse down because I didn't know, since this is the end of the line, I didn't know, like, if he's doing it AI wise, he may just keep going that way, right? And so I put the fuse down to make sure that he stops. What can we do with these cars? Yeah, I don't really want to put them on that track. We could leave them on this one, I guess. That's kind of a nice run through track though. Or we could just shove them on top of this one. And yeah, we could shove them in on this one. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to pull by and shove them in on top of that track on the other end. On this switch right here. All right, let's check them out from the outside now. Shoot, get a little throttle there. Nice. Nice, I love it. I always forget to do that. Pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet view right there, guys. Yeah, we'll take them. We'll take them down here and we'll shove them in on top. Make sure all these switches are good. Not this one. We definitely don't want to go up in the engine facility. Yeah, I may turn this thing and run it back the other way too. All right, we got to get by this switch. Let's go ahead and get this one too. That one right there. Yeah, we've got some things to do on the railroad, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be too busy. I'll do that off video. We'll kind of catch up, make a little more money, and then we'll get to another video maybe towards the end of next week sometime. Nice, look at that. That reminds me of that video, the video on YouTube, Pillars, I think it's Pillars of Steam. Pillars of Steam or Pillars of Smoke, one of the two. About the NWY classes, those things were those things were such beasts. They really just were. Man, a Y class would be so cool in this game. I'm about hauling 140 cars, 140 short hoppers of coal. All right, let's reverse this guy. All right, we got plenty of room. Not going to be a problem. Yeah, we're backing it in on top of this cut right here instead of filling everything up right. I think all these are going to Appalachia. Okay, Freight House right over here. Not too bad. Team Track's going to be over there. And then 2 for Appalachian Hardwoods. We may have to bump that one up to tier 3. That may be a good one to do tier 3. All right, that is good right here. What's our fuel look like? 5.4. Yeah. We had 5,500 when we left out, so we used 1,100 gallons of water. We had 7 tons of coal though. She's going through a good bit of coal, not like 1,500 tons of coal. Yeah, so yeah, 1,500 on coal and 1,100 on water, and that's Dillsboro all the way up to here. Granted, she wasn't pulling a lot of tonnage, 500 tons starting out over the hill, over the mountain. So if we pulled 1,000 tons, it'd probably reduce that by a good bit, but that's still pretty dang good in my book. Like, we could definitely run this thing back the other way. No problem. Get a handbrake here. Apply. Take it forward just a little bit. We'll call it a day, guys. Of course, the Spur's not going to be called a day. I've got more to do. we can kind of look at the state of the railroad here. See what we got. We got that's an outbound. We've got these two over here. They're going south. We've got nothing at the freight house. These still haven't even loaded. That's good. What? There's a place over here. What goes right here, guys? Do y'all know? I have no clue what this place is. And I don't think we have any more yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have any more industries to. I don't think so. I don't know what goes right there. We'll have to research that a little bit. Come on down here. Man, this is like one of those mom and pop places that you switch like twice a year. That car has been sitting there forever. Forever. But that's true to life. That's absolutely true to life. And I love that. We didn't work every place all the time. Like you had some places that you worked kind of regular and a lot of places that you barely touched. All right, that needs to be pulled. And these are okay for now. Looks like. It's got 26 tons. Furniture. He's empty. Okay, I see now. All right, so he takes dimensional lumber in, and then they ship furniture out. I wonder, could we originate lumber from Whittier? From the sawmill at Whittier? That would be cool. To like originate on route and then terminate on route. That would be way cool. So yeah, we've got a few cars going south up here. It's not a lot though. It's not a great deal. We're going to have what? 3 or 4 cars going south. And they're all pretty much empty, I think. Yeah, no miscellaneous. So they loaded him here. Okay. Those are empty. Yeah, 4 cars going south. Not going to be good work for our Mikado, but we'll at least have it when we need it, right? When we need that that power. Let's see. What are the tiers of these places up here? Appalachian Hardwoods is a tier 1. Yeah, we need to bump that up. We can't bump that one. Freight house we can't do anything with. Standard oil. Yeah, I don't know about standard oil. We may start out just doing Appalachian Hardwoods, bumping it up to like tier 1 or 3. What's the sawmill looking like? We got 0 logs in storage. We definitely need. Yeah, they stopped production because they don't have any logs. Man. Okay, well we got to work on that. Silva. Let's see. Silva paperboard. They've got 240 tons of pulpwood in storage. They're 100%. All right, so that's good. 3 cars a day is all they take, really. I've been taking a ton down there. All right, guys. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Love all of you. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the railroad. And we'll catch you on the rails next time. Peace. No, big cat. No. Oh, no, kitty. Oh, that's a MiG. That's a MiG over his head. Okay. It's the weirdest day ever.